you guys know, I finally got myself a new Roku. The one I did get is the 2024. The model number I'm not going to tell. It's just a larger version. This one here has the wired and wireless connection to hook up via Ether to hook up to your network at home. So comes with that standard HDMI cable, and it also comes in with a 10, I shouldn't say 10, but it comes with a USB connection to charge up your remote control, which comes included with it. This one here is a more universal one that you can actually not only record, not only use this, but you can also use this on your TV as well. But this one here I'm going to still get paired up just for my Roku itself and still leave the other remote as it is. The reason why I did get this one, a newer version, wasn't because of the backward connections on it, which has the Ethernet, wireless that's built in, HDMI, and the USB. Is my older one finally died this past week. I kept going what they call as an infinite loop, meaning that it was trying to boot up and get itself set up, and it just finally croaked. So by that time, I looked at it and going, it's time to get a new one. I had it already for about 7 or 8 years, so it's long overdue that I should get a new one, and it's way past its prime in regards, because that one that I had a connection for HDMI for that, and it also had the old RCA type of plugs where you had one for your left audio, right audio, and also for video. So you could use either one or the other for displaying video out on the TV. Originally, I did have that hooked up to an earlier CRT, an earlier TV that I had, which was CRT. And then eventually I got tired and had to retire my TV because it was not worth repairing, because of course everything was just basically how can I say, going on the wayside, meaning that people are no longer repairing it. And specifically, especially with the tube itself acts as a capacitor because it gets charged up with 15 or 20,000 volts, and it's a vacuum tube on top of it. So you have the gun, shooting across the screen to create the pictures and all that. So that there took a lot of energy to start up and everything else. So I just finally said, heck with it, time to get an LED TV, which I did, and I'm very happy with it. So I finally, since I got that one there, I put my Roku on that, of course, with my other PVR at the time, until that one died, and then I said to myself, that's it. I hardly watch TV as I used to because I'm dealing with taking calls in the afternoon, so Monday through Friday from 12 p.m. Noon until 9:30 p.m. at night, I was basically working. So by the time I got off, and the shows that I wanted to watch are basically all repeats of shows way back in the day, like Mike Holmes on Holmes Inspection, Brian Ballmer's renovations and all that. So I got kind of tired of watching what was on TV, and there was never really anything new regarding as for good quality TV through the local television company. So I said that was it. I had to bridge off. But now, since I had my Roku already for this long, and it dying itself, I decided to get a new one. I have to, like I said, get this one here installed. Luckily, I still have the original connection from my other one, which I just have to unplug. Same thing with the cable, just unplug it from there and just plug this into it. My older one is also a Roku, so the reason why I stuck with Roku was also because of the simplicity of the interface, meaning the user interface that was on there was much more easier to go through and set up. First time setting up was a little bit more difficult because I didn't want to use my credit card, and most of the time I don't use my credit card. There is a lot of free videos on there that you can actually download, set up onto it, and watch. So depending on the type of interest you have, there's a lot of shows out there. So it's just a matter of what you want to watch and where you want to watch it. And I do suggest getting something like this if you're looking to cut the cord with your current TV provider. Something like this Roku that I have here, which can go up to 4K or 1080p or 720p for that matter. If you still have an old 720p TV hanging around, it'll connect to those without any problems. I like Roku because just for the fact I've had my previous one, which I had this long, worked out very well, and I have no complaints about it. I've always recommended them personally because that's what I've been using here at my place, and never ran into any major problems. If I did run into a problem, which was far and few in between, it was due to like a networking error on their side, which happens from time to time. It's just like on the internet. When you are using, as an example, I'm going to use my ISP, Videotron, which also provides our TV services. One time, one of their major trunks that they connect with for the internet to get the internet to their subscribers in Montreal and Quebec had gone down. Well, of course, I had to wait for a couple hours. I totally understood why. It's not a big deal for me. Within a couple hours, it's back up and running, so I had no problems. That's why I decided to go with something like this, because I knew it was going to come in handy. And the one thing I like as well is the features that are on the new handset in comparison with the older one. The older one you used to have to change the batteries out every so often. Now with these ones here, with the new ones, they're basically rechargeable ones, so you can actually charge it up via a USB-C connection on them, and it takes about 3 to 4 hours to charge the battery up on this fully. And also you have to pair this two at the same time for first use to the TV and to the Roku itself, but I'm not just going to do it for the Roku, which I'm going to need the most for the time being. Video-wise, it's supposed to be the newer ones like this one here comes with 2 gigabytes of, no, is it 2? I'm trying to remember now. It's either 2 terabytes or something like that of memory on board, which is fairly snappy. It's a lot faster than the earlier versions on top of it. And I happen to like this. I'm not going to go through all the features. If you take a look for Roku, specifically the Roku Ultra, this is what this one here is. Many people have been displaying the exact features as previous people who have already done a review. So I just rather keep it plain and simple. If you want to go into depth with what the other ones have, you can take a look at the other ones. I don't mind. I just didn't want to include it and overdo things or reiterate things like that, because it's like beating a dead horse. I don't want to beat a dead horse even further. If you want to take a look on the other ones. They will give you the exact same thing I would have told you as well. But instead of doing that, I'd rather save the time regarding it. Do I highly suggest getting a Roku? Personally, yes, because I've been a loyal customer of theirs. Like I said, for the last 7 or 8 years. It's going to be, it feels like almost 10, to tell you the truth. But these things are good, and I trust them very much. I do suggest buying it. This one here in Canada is going for $132 before tax. After tax is $152, but it's worth the money. It's worth its weight in gold, especially when you're considering of leaving cable in general or fiber to the home. So this is the reason why I decided to go with something like this, because most of the stuff that I deal now is virtually from home, and since I work from home, dealing with remote access to ATM support, guess what? I'm mostly on the internet anyhow for other things on it, so I might as well just stick with what I need to do what I need to do with. And with this here, it's been very good. I've never had any complaints with it. Take a look at it. Go to your local center. You can pick these here up at your local Best Buy. This is where I had gotten mine in Canada here for 132 bucks. After taxes, 152 something. But it's worth its money. It's easy to set up. It's not complicated. You do get the power supply. You do get a good quality cable to go with it. Setup is fairly easy. You will need, when you're signing up for something like this, is that you'll be needing a credit card, because there will be some services that you will have to pay a monthly subscription to, or a yearly subscription. That's depending on the channel itself. It does not mean you're going to be paying a subscription to Roku itself. Most subscriptions are based on the actual content that's being produced. This is why I want people to know I have not, when I bought Roku originally, I ran into that problem where I did subscribe to one, I quickly unsubscribed to it because it was nothing of interest to me. I got reimbursed without any questions. But be careful, certain channels on Roku will be subscription based where you have to pay. Netflix is one of them. There's several others as well that are subscription based. Those are the ones that you'll be paying for if you do go the route of wanting to have that channel available to your home through the streaming device like Roku or the Fire Stick from Amazon. Just so you're aware, be aware of it. That's the only time you'll be paying for it. You don't want it, then you don't pay for it. Most of the other stuff like on Tubi and everything else are practically free. And what I'm going to be transferring, when I get this here active at my place, most of the stuff that I had on my older one will get transferred over here. The ones that don't, I will just quickly add them in as I come loading it up from my place. And it's also synchronized to my phone, so that's another plus on it. I get this overall a 5 out of 5 because I had the previous one, and I enjoyed the newer ones now because, of course, technology being better than it is from the previous ones. And I enjoy using them as well because of the fact it's been a good quality piece of equipment that I've had. So I have no problems in getting something like this every time when I have to replace the older one after so many years of usage. It's a great thing to have. And yeah, that's my quick little review. 5 out of 5 stars on it. On quality, good picture, the compatibility going from 4K down to 1080p, which is what I'm running now on my TV. It runs perfectly well. Catch you later, guys. I'll see you in the next one.